This is a Jewish community, but do you know where this is? It's London. Today, I'm going to talk about Judaism in London, the transformation of the Jewish community. In 2021, approximately 271,327 persons identified as Jewish in the UK, where Jewish community in London takes up 53.6% of the overall Jewish population, with approximately 145,466 persons. Jewish people are an ethno-religious group, meaning that they are both a nation and followers of Judaism. Being Jewish includes those who are born into the faith and those who are converted to Judaism. Let's get to know about their history. 1066 was the first year of emergence of the Jewish community, documented by historians. Despite the expulsion in 2090, they were formally remitted by Oliver Cromwell while discreetly practicing their beliefs in 1656, growing their community in the UK. But why are their locations concentrated in London? During the 19th century, massive refugees immigrated from different countries, settled in the immigration hub, London, and the Jewish community from East Europe was one of them. Later, they integrated in London's East End due to proximity, cheap housing, and working opportunities, forming a hub with Jewish schools, elderly homes, community centers, and kosher kitchens. As for the mid-20th century, they shifted their hub to northwest London suburbs, where up to today, the biggest communities are located at. Traditionally, Orthodox Judaism was the mainstream form, preserving traditional practices and binding with laws. But, being relocated in London, the values of some congregations gradually evolves. The most common Orthodox branches or transforms in London were the United Synagogue, Haredi communities, and Sephardi Orthodox synagogues, which the Haredi communities grew fastest in London due to high fertility rate. On April 15, 1840, a group of dissident Sephardi and Ashkenazi members initiated a reform, created the West London Synagogue of British Jews, the first non-Orthodox congregation in the UK. With the reform, they identified as British Jews, core beliefs influenced by German Reform structure, emphasizing decorum and sermon-centered services. They follow a written Torah-centered approach and abolished some Orthodox rituals. What is worth mentioning is that they introduced mixed gender settings and musical elements. While both genders are able to play more equal parts in roles that were once gender-specific, this integrated their identity into the British society by standardizing and modernizing the services. Let's move on to the transformation of liberal Judaism. February 16, 1902 marks the first meeting of Jewish Religious Union for the advancement of liberal Judaism, where they now seek autonomy in Judaism, therefore introducing congregants to liberal Judaism, which was derived from the ideas of other Judaism forms. There were three key people: founder Lily Montagu, theologian Claude Montefiore, spiritual leader Rabbi Dr. Israel Matuk. 9 years later, the Liberal Jewish Synagogue, a community in London that applies Jewish values to ethical living, was established. The major transformations in liberal Judaism are: they now promote personal autonomy and observance over traditional laws, created an English-centered services instead of Hebrew, and rituals and dress code of prayer shawls and phylactery become optional towards congregants. The liberal transformation further reshaped the identity, practice, and beliefs of the Jewish community. During the 1970s, congregants started to seek more tangible means of religion expression and a link to their heritage, leading to another wave of transformation that narrowed the gap between Reform, liberal, and traditional practices. Yet, some congregants feel like it's too referred, while some perceived such approaches to be too progressive. Therefore, congregants who pursue both traditional and egalitarian approaches follow Masorti synagogues, accommodating their needs of halakhic and egalitarian groundings. Now you may wonder, what are the modern transformations? It all goes. As for 2025, there is a huge milestone for the Jewish community in London. 2 meetings were held in London, with 80 congregations and over 95% in favor votes, deciding that Reform Judaism and Liberal Judaism in the UK to be united into one progressive Judaism. The unification into one governance structure expands the Jewish network in London, meanwhile signifying London's importance in Judaism, with the key institution Montagu Center and both rabbi leaders of progressive Judaism locating in London. Even with the unification, the discrepancy in practices and beliefs between progressive Judaism and Orthodox Judaism remained, especially regarding the modern transformations where tensions of Jewish communities sparked over debates. In conclusion, The transformations of Judaism showcased how Jewish communities attempted to balance traditional values with modernization, consistently integrating their religion into their lives in London.